Good evening from Edinburgh. Can't believe how short my hair is. Like, it's still so short. Doesn't seem to be growing. Just thought I'd do this wee video just to let people know how I'm doing, how I'm getting on. It's now been just over a week since I came off the bike and was concussed, and I'm glad to say that I think the worst of it is definitely over. Starting to feel back to my old self. Still got a wee while to go in terms of my health. Still got a wee bit of a sore head and just not feeling 100% back to my old self yet. But I'm definitely getting there, and I'm out and about, as you can see, walking about again. Back on my feet, still not bike ready yet. Still got a wee while to go till I can get back on a bike, I think. But I'm getting there, and I'm just so glad it happened. Like, honestly, I think coming off the bike 2 days before getting the John O'Groats was a much better outcome than actually getting the John O'Groats, and I 100% mean that, because the growth and the things that I've learned in the last 10 days after coming off that bike has just been absolutely incredible. And this might sound like a bit of an extreme statement, but I think I've actually learned more about myself from coming off the bike this time than I did from the car crash in 2015. I honestly believe that so much. After the car crash, I never actually really learned much at the time. Just went back to living my life how I was living it, not in the best way. But after this one, it's really given me a bit of fright, to be honest. And just, I think the nature of what it was, the concussion, just losing your memory and losing your ability to speak, and being somebody whose whole life and work is about speaking and talking and using their mind and using their creative abilities, to lose that was just really had such an impact on me. And I had a moment throughout the week where I had to go back to hospital, and because the pain was just so bad, the headaches, and I thought at one point I might have had a brain hemorrhage. It sounds a bit extreme as well, but I googled all the symptoms. You should never google your symptoms, that's just a rule. But I've done a lot of research online, and the thing that made me think that is because I had a really sore throat, and I've never had a sore throat, and I had a stiff neck, and it just looked like it was that. And I sat in the hospital that night, and I had my notepad with me, and I thought, because Google told me that 50% of people with a brain hemorrhage die in the first 2 days, and the other 50% die in 30 days. So I thought there was a chance that I might only have like 30 days to live. I know, again, it sounds extreme, you know what I'm like, but I really did feel like I might actually have been dying, which was horrible. And I got a piece of paper out, and I just wrote down like 10 things that I'm going to start doing in my life, like ways that I want to live, how do I want to spend my life if I come through this, basically. And it's just, as I said, it just taught me so much, and the level of gratitude that I have at the moment just for my health, now that I'm getting my health back after not having it for a week there, I just appreciate it so much. And I think that it's had a transformational impact on me, and I'm just taking so many lessons from it, and just really grown and became stronger as a result of that experience, and just so glad it happened. So back on my feet, doing a bit of training. I actually got another challenge starting at the end of this week, which was already arranged and confirmed before I obviously had the accident. So I'm not exactly 100% ready for it, but I'm definitely fit enough to do it. I'll speak a wee bit more about it this week, but it's not a cycling challenge anyway. It's another type of endurance challenge. It's going to be really good, really intense, but I'm really excited about it. And I think having that challenge this week has definitely helped me, giving me a real bit of focus for my training, and giving me some real motivation to be getting out, walking and training, and just to actually have something to keep focused on. So it's been brilliant. Feeling good mentally as a result of all this, just feeling great. Like, I actually feel like, I don't exaggerate all the time, but I feel like probably this last week's probably the happiest, and in particular the most content I think I've been in a while. Like, I think as well, it's coming up to the 26th of May, which is obviously a symbolic date for me, and it's like 2 years ago that it was the car crash, a year ago it was starting the cycle, and now again this year. It seems like there's always sort of something symbolic happens in that date the last few years, and I think that like 26th of May this year is going to be another big date for me, just for a few things that I've just made commitments onto myself and that I'm going to implement in my life, a few things that I should have done a long time ago and I'm just going to start doing properly, a few personal things. So it's just a really great time to be alive, feeling brilliant, still not 100% in terms of my physical health and how my head's feeling and stuff, but mentally greatest I've been, and loving life. It's great up here, been up here quite a lot, doing a lot of hill walking. It's really helping, and so feeling brilliant. Just have to finish up finally with just a huge thank you just to everybody, because the level of comments and messages that I got over the last week, and I'm just starting to get back to some of them now, well, all of them now. There really was so many, and I just, from the bottom of my heart, I just thank you so much. I really appreciate it. It's one of the things that helps me feel as happy as I do nowadays, and especially last week, just feeling like there's so many people who genuinely care about me and what I'm up to and like to follow what I do. It really is the most humbling thing I've ever experienced in my life, so I just really appreciate it. And just, yeah, to everybody who follows and supports and comments and sponsors and helps in any sort of way, like, you really are so supportive, and it means the world to me. So before I start greeting, I'm back, and lots more exciting stuff to come this summer and this year and for the rest of my life, until I eventually do leave this earth. Hopefully not for a long time, but feeling good and back in the zone.